Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, split to the Star. I feel like I'm talking to people who know that they should be together. That was the Ten of Swords. Who know that they should be together, but fighting it, like fighting it hard. Also, I'm hearing, what you say? She ain't no diva. So I feel like, kind of how you feel about this person is like fighting how you feel, but also throughout the day I've been looking at, just like randomly looking at my door. I'm not expecting literally anything. I just keep like looking, like, okay, when are they gonna show up? And then in my head it's also like, should I just show up? I am not an advocate for that. Do what you will. Do what you will. That's just the vibes. That's just the vibes. So we're going to get your energy. That's the current energy of the collective. Thank you. Chariot. That was the World. Oh, hold on. Chariot, Queen of Swords. Why did I just start hearing she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes? You see how hard it is for me to shuffle? Okay, finicky. Okay. But the Moon at the bottom of the deck here, I feel like for you more so, this is kind of pushing forward in truth, like pushing, like understanding the ways that you're still afraid of love. But let's continue to get your energy. But like something about what's happening right now is making you, that was the Hangman, it's making you, I'm hearing stop and stare. Kind of like pause and just think about what is like your truth in a situation. That's all they're giving me is the Chariot, the Queen of Swords, and the Hangman. That's crazy. Hold on, let me get one more for Four Cups at the bottom of the deck here. Let me get one more for the Chariot. What's the Chariot here? Eight of Swords. And now she ain't no diva makes sense. It's you. Love you. It's you who weren't acting like a diva. And now, like now you are. Now you're seeing it. And now you're not afraid to like call it like you see it. Like call BS out when it needs to be called out. There's like, it's like something's growing within you. This truth, like standing in truth, speaking your truth, but really just like talking your shit, to be honest. And kind of like not playing victim, not downplaying things, not playing small, not acting like this like trapped little lamb sort of energy. That's what this pause has been about for you, this retrograde period. Because it's like you were sitting here looking at all these cups of the past, like everything that's happened in the past, like that's led to this, that kept you in this Exorcist energy. And Spirit was just like, okay, whenever you're ready, like, here's this cup, like, here's this new feeling, here's this new way of being. And that's what's coming in here with the Chariot and the Queen of Swords. But I feel like there's still like one thing that is like stopping this from moving forward. See, what do I want to ask? What is the Hangman? Or yeah, let's get more on this Hangman. Excuse me, thank you, Divine Spirit. Let's get more on this Hangman. The World. Closing out cycles. Cycles of terror. That's crazy for me to say. Yeah, okay. So we got, and the cards are so finicky today, especially like that deck specifically. So we got the World, we got the Tower, and the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords as clarifying the Hangman. Okay, but I want to know why you were in this energy in the first place, because I mean, it just reinforces the Eight of Swords, right? Like stuck in this way of seeing yourself. Kind of like things are always going to be this way. Nothing's ever going to get better. Things always suck for me, especially with the Four Cups at the bottom of the deck. There, like that's very apathetic, dissatisfied energy, right? And so it's like now this Hangman was this pause for you to close out this cycle, for something to come to fruition within you, for you to like see this divinely guided like opportunity for you to why am I hearing moving mountains? Like for you to change how you feel about yourself, change how you're like thinking about what is possible for you. And that is the thing that's like propelling you forward, propelling you out of this energy. And you're not going to get there until you start speaking your truth. So maybe you're not in this energy yet, right? Like maybe this is what's coming for you. Maybe this is what's developing. We are coming up on a full moon, so I do feel like whatever it is that you're being called to release, whatever stories, narratives, thought patterns, lingering identities that you're holding on to, I feel like that you're being called to release those, to let them go here with the world. Close out this cycle once and for all. This Tower energy feels more like ripping off a band-aid, right? A huge like shift in identity, because it's like the towers themselves, like external towers, have already happened in your life. That's what led you to this energy. That's what brought this on, for you to be able to recover from it. And so it's like now you just need to see that the only thing that needs to collapse is the old you, right? We've been talking about this all year. It's the year of the snake. We're shedding our skin. It's painful. And you can't expect, I actually got this in a reading, in a personal reading. You can't expect that when you shed skin for you to just be like brand new adults, right? Like it's like starting over as a baby. You have like when it shakes at the skin, its skin is very sensitive. It's pink, it's fresh, it's new. Like when you have a scab or like when you have a cut, right? And really, actually, yeah, scab. And like the scab comes off. Gross. I hate talking about scabs. But like when it comes off, right? And there's like still that like pink fleshy skin that's still very sensitive. That's what this is, right? It's new skin, but it just needs time. It just needs time. You're figuring out like a new way of navigating the world with this like new identity. You've never done this before. You've never been here before. You've never sat in the authenticity of you before. Not really. This is stuff that you pushed down for a really long time. And so it's understanding that and just being gentle with yourself and just remembering that as long as you are guided forward with your own truth, with emotional clarity, and wielding your sword, but understanding that the sword is double-edged, right? It can be used to hurt and it can be used to help. And it is up to you to decide how you're steering that ship and how you're navigating the world, right? Like you don't want to be a person who aids in putting other people in this sort of energy. You don't want to do that just because that was done to you, right? And I feel like that's also part of this pause that's here, is really understanding that just because something was done to you doesn't mean that you need to go and do that to someone else. So it's like while you have this Page of Cups energy, like this new lease on life is also with the understanding, with the emotional awareness, emotional stability, and emotional responsibility of the King of Cups here. It's funny, I thought this was gonna be love. see. What else, Spirit? And thank you. What else do you want this collective to know? And it's like at some point, judgment. Yeah, at some point your patience is going to be tested. At some point there's going to be this like review period of like, okay, where it's going to be, you can go back to this energy, right? Or you can double down on this energy. And it's up to you. Choose your fighter, choose your reality. How many times have I said that in a reading? Because it's so like, especially this month, December, it is setting the stage for all of 2026. I mean, obviously it's the last month of the year, but like, no, seriously, all of these retrogrades ending. We have Neptune re-entering Aries at the end of January. We have Saturn entering Aries again mid-February. Uranus goes back into Gemini probably like April, right? And so it's like these major planets, these outer planets moving into new energy. Not just new energy, leaving Pisces, the end of the zodiac, starting over with Aries, right? This is a fresh start. This is a new lease on life. This is a new take on things. And with that, you're going to be tested with the old ways, because most of these transits going into Aries is about, like, a lot of it in Pisces was revealing where you had, like, where you were disillusioned. And so now it's about creating new identities, creating like new pathways, being a pioneer, being the first in one way or another. Maybe not specifically individually to you, depending on how it's activating your chart. But that is like heavy, the energy collectively. And so it just depends on what it is that you want to do about that, with that, how you're going to move forward. It's up to you. Choice is yours. You choose your reality. You just know that, yeah, you've done the work. Yeah, you're shedding the identities. You're shedding the past. When this comes back around, when this stuff comes back around within you, and it will, because like life is cyclical like that, don't be surprised. Don't get caught up in your head like, oh, I thought I got past this and this and that. Why is this happening? Blah, blah, blah. No, see, like, zoom out, see the bigger picture, and see what that opportunity is providing for you, right? How it's activating in you a new way of seeing things, a new way of looking at situations, and a new way of finding solutions. And if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. One thing my therapist said to me, I had therapy this morning. One thing my therapist said to me, we were going over my support plan, and she's like, it's really good to look at your support plan when you're not already activated, so that it's in the back of your mind, and it's like easier for you to sort of resource and pull out, because you get to already kind of choose your like most comfort like thing. I hope that's making sense. In the sense of there's different like levels, right? And so you get to have a vague understanding of if X, Y, and Z. Obviously you can't account for everything, but it's like you get to have a general idea, and it takes a lot of the pressure off, and it helps you to not slip as much, because you're already thinking about it. And so I'm not saying that you need to be constantly living in the future, but it is just something to keep in the back of your mind of, and no, you also don't need to be constantly looking out, like, looking over your shoulder. Is everything a test? No, you just need to understand that, like, with this, of course, you're going to be tested, because it's like, are you going to double down on this energy, or are you going to quit? That's the entire point. How strong is your resolve? How bad do you want this new life, this new beginning, this new chapter, whatever it is, this new love, whatever, job, all of those things? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to change your life? Okay, now show us. And really, it's showing yourself. A lot of what's also here is breaking down those illusions, right? It showed us where we let ourselves down. It showed us where we abandoned ourselves in one way or another. And so now we're rebuilding that trust. And in order to really solidify trust within yourself, it has to be tested. It has to be, you know, like, you have to see if there are any chinks in the armor. And really, that was what this retrograde season was for. We've already done this work. And so now it's really like, okay, again, we went soft on you. That was a trial period. This is the big leagues now. And that's not to scare you or anything. Honestly, it's a good thing because you're prepared. You've been doing this. You've been doing this work. So that's my entire point. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Let me know if this resonates with you. I haven't mentioned this in a while because I literally forget to mention it. But if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can email in bio. Just email me and we can get something set up for you between our schedules. Anyway, I love you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.